Oh, yo, what is going on? It's the DFS Shark, and we are back. It is January 17th. We are back with another full slate of some NBA action today, right? We got a jam-packed day. To quickly recap, and I'll get more on these plays in a minute and what these plays were. We pretty much doubled or 2.5x, close to 3x our money yesterday. We had a good amount of lines with Taco Tuesday. Some were hidden, some won't. We hit 3 out of 4 on our main line that I gave out on yesterday's channel. So we pretty much 1.5x our money there, right? And we're going to go over that. But before I jump into that, if you're new to PrizePicks, if you never played before, below there is a code. Drop that code in when you sign up and they will give you up to 100% match deposit bonus, right? So throw in 50, they're going to give you 50. Throw in 100, they're going to give you 100, right? If you're looking to get started, if you're looking to get some basically free money, house money to play with, then this is a good spot to start, right? Especially with this week, we got some games coming on. We got the NFL playoffs this week. And so a perfect time to get started and see, how it goes for you. And if you like PrizePicks, because there's a lot of other different DFS apps to choose from. So pick and choose and see which one is best for you, right? But also down below is also the Discord link, the DFS Shark Tank. That is a spot to be if you want to get these lines. We have been crushing it this year, and I'm giving away every play I'm giving away on these videos. I'm giving away in the Discord as soon as I have them. So the plays for this video, we've already thrown in the Discord, right? This morning, as soon as I had them at about like 6:30 to 6:40 in the morning, right? So if you want to get access to these plays early, join that Discord, absolutely free as well. We are at about on a 12-4 run to start the year. So we have been crushing it this year. Last year, I was crushing it as well. Still playing the same system, still running the numbers. I'm an analytics guy, so that's what I do. I crunch the numbers and I try to find the edge any way I can, and it has been working great. So I like sharing those plays with y'all so y'all can get some insight onto what I'm on, and y'all can make your own decisions from there. So now let's get into yesterday's plays, right? Let's throw that up here. Yesterday was absolutely insane. If you look at the games and where all these ended, everyone went by the hook, right? So you can see Harrison Barnes, we needed 10.5. We got just 11. We had Tobias Harris, we needed 8.5. We just got 9. Joe Kick, we needed 46.5. We just got 47. So we had to sweat these out down to the last second. Tobias Harris got a rebound with 9 seconds left in that game for us to hit that one, which was crazy. And you can see De'Aaron Fox here, the same for the loss as well. We needed 8.5. We needed 9 rebounds and assists, and he hit just at 8, right? He had a lot of chances to get some assists in the second half. I was watching that game. He had 4 or 5 assist opportunities, right? And they all missed their shots, right? Just so nobody could hit when he was getting them some open looks. So that's just the way it rolls sometimes. But we ended up hitting 3 out of 4. I usually have 5-man slips, but yesterday I didn't like the slate so much. There was only like 3 games. So I ended up rolling out there a 4-man line, but we ended up hitting, so we 1.5x our money there. And I'm going to throw up now on the screen all the other plays I had. It was a good bunch, right? We had some Taco Tuesdays. As you can see at the top, I hit my top 2 plays for the slip. So I 3x my money there, right? And then I had a Taco Tuesday that pretty much got a push and a win. So I believe you get paid like 1.5 extra money on those. I did have a Taco Tuesday loss as well. And then I threw a hockey Discord lineup in there, a 5-man slip, because I liked the plays yesterday. It was a good amount of hockey, and we ended up hitting 3 out of 5 of those. So I ended up getting about 40% of my entry fee back. But all in all, man, we ended up pretty much about 2.5 to 3x in our money, somewhere in that 2 to 3x range, right? We 3x our money on that top 2 power play for our top 2 plays, but we took a couple losses there. But all in all, man, we are still green on the day, and we are continuing the run, which brings us to 12-4. This has been an amazing run, right? And I just want to keep churning out the wins, keep getting the profits day by day. Like I said, you're just slowly hitting these days until you have that big day, right? So the small winning days are still big wins, right? So always be appreciative of those small wins, because there's days where you can get absolutely crushed, like the day before last, right? Those were all the plays, man, yesterday. I shared them all on the channel. And for the other plays, as you can see here, the Taco Tuesdays and my NHL slip, my NBA slip from yesterday, those were all in the Discord, sent out to everyone way beforehand as well. All in all, yesterday ended up being a great day, but I want to dive into today's plays and what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at. We got a nice, huge slate today, so I do got 5 plays lined up with my top 2 I absolutely love. So let's get into those. All right, and as we get started here, we're going to jump into DGF so you can see, what the top play of the day is, what the markets are at and what they're seeing, right? So if we filter down by odds to hit just NBA, we're looking at Herbert Jones blocks over 0.5. So that's an interesting line. I really like the blocks and turnovers lines. I haven't had none in a bit just because I haven't been finding enough value. I've been finding better value on some of the other props, but blocks I really like. Over half a block by Herbert Jones, and they got this at a -140, right? In the next play, if you wanted to play these, Jaden Ivey, we got under 3.5 turnovers at a -139 with 53.89% odds to hit. So DGF Daily Grind here is the tool you want to use if you're looking for finding those discrepancies in the lines, finding those discrepancies in the market, right? Because you might find lines that are like a 4 or 5 somewhere else, but PrizePicks might have it at a 3, right? So you can really get a whole 2 points of value, which is huge. It's super important, to be the first to get these lines as soon as the movements happen, as soon as the line changes happen. DGF is a spot to go for that. And if you want to try it out, they're giving 25% off your first month. Drop that code in SHARK at checkout and they will hook you up. But let's get into the plays of the day, right? So we're going to start off on our number 2 play of the day. And this was actually my top play or top player the other day. I cannot remember if this was the same exact line or not, but he did hit on our top play. It was just a couple nights ago, but we're running it back on Malik Beasley, right? We are going to be running it back more than 11.5 points and assists. I am liking this line. Let's take a look and see why I'm liking it. Let's find them here. The Bucks got a really good matchup against the Cavs. I like this game. The Cavs have been playing really well this year. So the Bucks are on the road at a -4. So this is probably going to be a close played tight game, which I like to see. Let's dive into Beasley here, right? Let's just take a look let's take a look for the season, right? For the season, he's at a 55% hit rate on this line here, right? And so, but his last 5, he has been hitting this at 80%. His last 10, 70%. His last 20, 60%. So he has absolutely been heating up lately. He doesn't get in a lot of assists, or I think he averages like 1.2 or 3 a game. So he's going to get you this line with mainly points, right? But he can sneak some assists in there. So if you look at last game, right, he ended up having, it pretty much looks like his best game of the season. He had 23 points and 5 assists. So he has been hot recently. And you can see here, he's putting up 17, 16 points, 11, 23 points. And he's also getting 2 assists here, no assist on either of these games, but man, he can score at will. What he does is he shoots those threes. And what I like about him is, most teams are not worried about Beasley. They're trying to stop Giannis. They're trying to stop Dame, Middleton. So I wouldn't even say he's probably the 3rd to 4th option on the team when it comes to scoring, but which leaves him a lot of wide open 3-point opportunities because Giannis is driving that lane, dishing it out. Dame doing the exact same, right? And so if we take a look at his threes, he's averaging about 6 threes a game. He's making about 3 of them a game at about a 46% rate. So he can really get you those points quick, right? He can rack them up quick. He doesn't just shoot. He has a pretty good all-around game, but his main thing is just setting up and shooting that shot, right? But I'm liking Malik Beasley, man. This line is I still feel like it's pretty low. We hit it last time and he hit over. I can't remember what line. It might have been right here against the Warriors. He barely hit it, but he did end up hitting it. But yeah, man, I just feel like this line's a little low. I'm liking Beasley tonight. The Cavs are a good team against they are a good defensive team, right? Points allowed, number 3. Assists allowed, number 3, right? So they're a strong defensive team. But like I said, this line's so low. I think Beasley can hit this line pretty quick. And as far as injuries, right? No injuries on the Bucks side. we got a couple of injuries. Darius Garland's out. Evan Mobley is on the Cavs. So a couple of injuries on the Cavs side, right? So something just to be aware of. But the Bucks look like they're all good to go. And also, you can see here this line movement. This line opened at 11.5. And 6 hours later, it already jumped up to 12.5. I'm not sure exactly what book that is. But it's already jumped up on PrizePicks. It's still 11.5. So this line possibly could go up. And you can see some of the odds. We'll go over this on DGF as well. But DraftKings minus 130, BetMGM minus 130, and Caesars minus 131. So Malik Beasley, I'm loving this play. My number 2 play of the day. All right, let's jump into my top play of the day. Another player we had the other day who let us down, but he just missed his line by 2 or 3 points, right? But today we're going Ingram, more than 9.5 rebounds and assists, right? We're going to be doing Ingram more than 9.5 rebounds and assists. So let's take a look at the line here first. So we got New Orleans blowout potential, right? So what I'm hoping is the Hornets play them tough, they play them tight, and they stay in the game. I'm hoping Rozier has a big game, right? I'm hoping Ball has a good game, so they keep them in the game, right? They keep them close and keep Ingram on the court, really. That's what we need, right? But even if it is a blowout potential, Ingram, this line is low, so Ingram could hit it pretty early, which I like these lines in that 8 to 12 range, right? I really like the rebounds and assists line. So let's look at him for the season, right? He's hitting this line at 65% of the time, right? 65% of the time he has hit this. His best time was when he had 16 here, and he had 7 assists, 9 rebounds. So you can see he's a good mix between assists and rebounds. 5-5, 7-4, 4-1, 8-4. And so he can really rack up the assists. His last 2 games, he's had 10, 6-4, and then 5-5. So he's a good, healthy split between assists and rebounds. But let's look over his last 5. He's hit this at 65% of the time. His last 10, 70%. His last 20, 65. So Ingram has been absolutely crushing this line as well, which is why he is my top play of the day. And the Hornets are very soft against rebounds allowed and assists allowed, right? And you can see here they're pretty much the same when it comes to small forwards. Power forwards, they're a little stronger. But Ingram, and I'm liking this play. Let's slide over to the injuries to see. So they are hurting also. So, Gordon Hayward's out. Brandon Miller is a game time decision. He's got a back bruise, it says. So we're going to keep an eye on them. I'm liking Ingram either way, right? The Pelicans, there's no major injuries on the Pelicans. So Ingram is set to go today, man. I'm liking this line. He plays heavy minutes, 32 minutes a game. For the season, he's averaging about 33 minutes a game. So, if you're on the court that long, I'm liking you to hit this line. Like I said, he goes over this line, well over this line. A lot of games of 13 and 12 right here. So Ingram is going to be my top play of the day. Let's slide over to RotoWire and see what they have him at. So we're looking at rebounds and assists. So if you add those up, you got about like 10.4. So way over that line as well. A whole point over that line pretty much with Ingram. So Ingram is going to be our top play. Let's slide over to DGF and let's see what they have these lines at, right? So as we look at Beasley here, we're looking for his points and assists. Points and assists over. It is the top play for Beasley on DGF, 52.9% on the odds to hit, minus 132. And you can see here, as I showed you on Outlier, DraftKings minus 130, BetMGM minus 130, minus 131. So always heavy juice odds on my plays. I start there basically. I don't even look at nothing that's not juiced because I only want to look at juiced lines, and then I'm going to figure out from there where the edge is, right? So Beasley looking like a really good play. For my next play, it's going to be Ingram, and you can see Ingram is the top play over here as well at 53.62%, right? So he's a minus 130 on the DGF odds, minus 132 and up on every single book. And Caesars has him at minus 139. So Ingram's heavy juiced, another heavy juiced line that I'm liking. But let's dive into my next 3. So I'm going to be bundling these 2 together for my 2-man power play. I do that every day with my top 2 plays. These next 3, I'm going to throw these into a 5-man line with these 2. And this play I'm liking a lot. This guy has been balling out lately. And rebounds and assists. Isaiah Stewart. Now, there is blowout potential in this game. There's definitely blowout potential, right? They're playing the Timberwolves, but man, I'm liking Isaiah Stewart to just come in. He can get those rebounds. He can rack them up. He can get assists. And you can see what he's been doing here recently, right? He has gone 5-0 over this line over the last 5 games. And for the season, he's like at 70 to 80% on this exact line. So he's been getting busy lately, man. And he's someone I've been keeping an eye on. I don't think I've had a play on him yet, but I was kind of waiting for the right opportunity, and I see it tonight. So I'm liking Isaiah Stewart on that over there, right? And let's go to another big man on Atlanta. We're going to go Clint Capella. And this line actually went up. I got it in on the Discord. You can see if you go in there. I got this line at 9.5. So it's up to you if you want to play this line at the 10. That can be a big difference, right? Because if you say you hit all your other plays and this one gets a push, well, you're going to get a payout, right? But it's going to be a smaller payout. You're not going to get the 10x you would if it was a 5-man suite, basically. So Clint Capella, though, I got 9.5 rebounds and assists. Another line I'm liking. As you can see, I like these rebounds, assists. I like points, assist lines. Especially for the players that can get it both ways, right? So Capella could get this with just rebounds alone. So I'm liking Capella there. And for my last play, probably my favorite player in the league at the moment, Anthony Edwards, man. I'm liking him. And a sneaky little line we're going with him on is the rebounds, right? More than 4.5 rebounds. And you can see he's about 3 for 2 his last 5. For the season, he's been hitting this at a good rate as well. Blowout potential here. They're most likely going to blow out the Pistons. So we're needing Edwards to get these early, get this within the first half, right? Which he can do. So that's what we're needing here. But Anthony Edwards is going to be our last play of the day. And let's quickly recap, right? For our top play of the day, we got Ingram, 9.5 rebounds, assists. We got more. Malik Beasley, 11.5 points and assists. We're going more. Isaiah Stewart, 7.5 rebounds and assists. We're going more. Clint Capella, 10 rebounds and assists. We're going more. Like I said, I got this at 9.5. Anthony Edwards, 4.5 rebounds. We are going more. There you go, guys. That's going to be our PrizePicks plays of the day, right? If you're new to the channel, I go over my plays like this every single day. I go over my 5 plays with my top 2 plays that I'm always bundling together, right? And so I'm giving my breakdown, my analysis, what I'm looking at. These plays are all backed by heavy odds. They're all juiced lines because those are the sides you always want to be on when it comes to PrizePicks. You should never be looking at anything that's a plus 100 or plus anything, really. Just heavy juice lines. Stick with that. I promise you, you'll be in the good. But nothing other to say than I just appreciate y'all for who were rocking with me, watching these videos, hitting that like, subscribing and commenting. It really helps me grow this channel, helps more people see it. Because as I said in the past, I'm going to say it again, the goal of this channel is for us to beat PrizePicks together, right? Whether that's you following my plays or you just learning how I dissect these plays and try to find those trends, those stats that we're looking at, right? Build your own approach off my approach, right? Nothing set in stone. There's not one particular way to beat PrizePicks. It's just consistent wins over time. You want to win the week. Start with winning the day. Some days you're going to get absolutely crushed like the day before yesterday, but we came back with the rebound day yesterday, right? So that's what it is, man. You just want to stay consistent. If you know you're putting in good plays and they get absolutely crushed, there's nothing you can do. It happens. Players have off nights. Some have really good nights. There's nights where you hit those lines within the second quarter because their players are just playing out of their mind, right? So it's the way it goes, man. It's gambling, really. That's what we're doing, but we're just putting ourselves in the best position to win with these bets, right? You're trying to get the edge in any way you can, and that's what I'm hoping I can help y'all do, whether you're telling my plays or not. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Run those likes up, man. We've been falling short of that 70 line, so we're going to adjust down to 65. We're going to come down 5. We're going to see if we can get the likes more than 65 on this video. So if you could hit that like, I would appreciate it. But that's going to be it for the end of this video, guys. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Take care.